Today's video I'm testing a new Leica lens. It's not this lens, it's the lens we're recording on right now. If you're new to the channel, I normally shoot with normal Leica cameras, but today Insta360 reached out and asked me to test their Insta360 Ace Pro 2 to compare it to like my thoughts or give my opinion compared to the Leica cameras that I'm normally using. So I'm going to sell all my Leica cameras and swap it for an Insta360. Probably not, but it is very good to complement existing Leica cameras. Hey, welcome, Matt here from MrLeica.com. If you're a new viewer on this channel, we often look at Leica related stuff, so it's for that reason that we're looking at the Leica lens on the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Now, this video is not going to be super technical. There will be much better channels that specialise in kind of action camera type videos, but as a photographer that's also a YouTuber, I'll share how I use this camera for both my photography and some behind the scenes for both making YouTube videos and Patreon videos and things like that. So it's probably more of a broad video for general use versus like a ultra technical camera A versus camera B, which is more what I normally do with normal Leica cameras. I'm not an expert on action cameras, so for that reason I try to share with you the main features about this camera, what worked for me, and likes, dislikes, things like that. I'll give a verdict at the end. So the Leica lens we're looking at today is the Leica Super Summaret A 30mm f2.6 spherical, as found on the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 in white. Pretty much like a GoPro or any other action cam. I've got a few GoPros that I've used in the past. Quick story, the last time I used my GoPro was back in around November 2023. I was in Lanzarote doing a photo shoot with models and my buddy Toby, and we'd used it as a BTS camera during the day. Everything was great, we had amazing weather, had a nice evening, all was good. Got back to our hotel room and I suddenly realised that my GoPro was still on the beach. We went out looking and looked in the sea, and I actually found it on the beach itself.
Oh God, you're so lucky.
I like this one because you've got a screen on the front and a articulating screen on the back. And the other thing I really like, it's got a 2x zoom. So if you watch, this is normal action camera footage. As you can see, everything looks quite distorted. But then the thing I really like, it's got a 2x zoom button for press it. And so now, from my testing, you get 0 distortion when it's in 2x mode. It doesn't look too distorted. You can see me on the screen there. The flip up screen is really good for selfies and things. And then I'm just using the wireless audio. I'll tell you that later on in the video. And with a selfie stick, you can still get it far enough away for like normal footage. And then I'll have a walk around and you can see how the quality of the footage looks like. Okay, so how good is the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 for photos? One evening we had actually really nice light where I was in Spain. And so first these are photos with the Leica CL, just kind of give you a taste of what the Leica lenses normally look like. And now these are with the Insta360. They're actually pretty good. Edited with my normal Leica presets, and then I toned them down a bit because I shot with JPEGs on the Insta360 just in like the default mode. And here you can see again, so first with the Leica CL, took a few photos and then I added my black and white preset, and then I tried to take similar-ish photos with the Insta360, and it did a pretty decent job, especially for wide angle stuff. If you love wide angle, it's amazing. Here's some before and after with like out of camera and then with my preset added. You can get my presets on the blog even for 360. I just use the like SL2S presets for these ones. Here's a few more examples now with color. And again, side by side, yes, they're different, but they're not terribly different. Okay, this is back in the apartment and we had really nice light in the bedroom. So I took a photo first with the Insta360, before and after, and now with an iPhone. Now the iPhone was better, but the Insta360 is pretty good all the same. And if you're kind of out and about and just need an action camera, it's great. Here's a few more examples with the Insta360 when I was just out and about, running around, exploring places, and yeah, with black and white preset added. I think one huge strength of action cameras is like POV shots, as you see here. I often shoot behind the scenes footage for patrons, and so I had this on my chest strap for this particular photo shoot. Where is it? Wait, film. Stay. Yeah, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Now, as a YouTuber, most of my photos these days are shot overseas and often travel with just one small rucksack, so the smaller my cameras are, the better. I've always been fond of really small cameras, and the Ace Pro 2 really ticks the same box. I'm using it the same as I've been using my favourite Leica cameras. My usual cameras are Leica-1C 1931 a Bonac camera, and then I run with this camera, and it's just a great way to explore new places. The way I carried the Insta360 camera is the same way I carry my usual Leica camera. I wear a mesh running belt, and as long as the camera lens is not too heavy, it doesn't bounce around, and then I can explore a much wider area when looking to take photos. One thing to note, I probably only use maybe 5% of the features, maybe 10% of what the Insta360 can actually do. I just wanted to use the camera out the box like I would with a normal Leica camera, where no menus, just it's intuitive, and to the most part I found it really easy to use. It's all kind of touchscreen, you can swipe everything, and you can even do really kind of fancy stuff where you can use the microphone that I'm wearing on my chest as a remote to start it, stop it. You can also use your phone to operate the camera, so you can have this maybe on like a tripod at a distance, and then I can use my iPhone app, the Insta360 app. You just download the app, use the app to then control the camera from a distance, which is really useful. So it's probably maybe 4 years since I bought a GoPro, and technology has advanced so much since then in terms of the ease of use. The mobile app, it's just so much more advanced compared to even a few years ago. And the fact that I can record on a 2x crop, which is what I'm doing now, means you don't get that really action camera ultra wide look, which I really like. It for me, it makes it a lot more usable, kind of as it is with a 2x crop factor. So yeah. Okay, more about audio. So the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 is a built-in microphone, but I'm using a lav mic plus the dongle, and that's how I did most of the audio for this video. You can see the lav mic on my chest there. If this is working on my t-shirt, a wireless lav mic, then hopefully you can still hear me and the audio hasn't changed with me walking at this distance, and it's the same if I'm talking really close like now. Bluetooth receiver plugged into the side of the Insta360. The only kind of caveat I found is you can't have the Insta360 in the grip because it doesn't fit, so that's not a great design. It'd be interesting to see how the sound quality is in terms of the sound, of kind of whether it picks up good sound or not. Going to be from the side, so you want it, yeah, no, it's good, it's good. Try to miss this from the window, so yeah, good, that's it, yeah. 2, 3, thanks. The Insta360 Ace Pro 2 has near endless features, including time-lapse. Now the camera itself actually comes with a mist filter, like a black mist filter as part of the Insta360 kit. Sadly I dropped mine as soon as I took it out of the box. It's got like a crack through it. So this is how the flare looks without the mist filter, and then you get way nicer kind of more cinematic backgrounds if you use it with a mist filter. So let's first have it backlit. So that's what it looks like backlit. That's what it looks like with the sun on my face. This is a black mist filter going onto the lens. Okay, so that's how I look with the black mist filter on. If we point the lens to the sun, yeah, nice, look. See the glow? We'll put it on 2x zoom. Full effect of the black mist filter. So yeah, it actually works. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it on so I look less bad. It's nice that they provide it as part of the kit. It would be nice if they made an adapter, maybe they do, I need to check, where you can fit standard thread, like an adapter to put like a 39mm filter thread on, and then I can use my standard filters from all my normal Leica lenses. So that'd be quite handy, because then you could really go to town. I like stack filters. I know that was an option on one of my old action cameras. I don't know if it was a GoPro or something else back in the day. The cage actually let you fit filters onto it, where don't know if this one does or not. Yeah, they do their own specific black mist filter as part of the kit if you want to get that to attach. But as I say, what you're seeing at the moment is without the black mist filter, and it still looks pretty nice. The current kind of how it looks from what I can see viewing it from the screen. Now the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 comes with a few different lens attachments. This is the cinema lens or cinematic lens, and it gives a more wide angle look without looking too distorted. So it seems to work a bit like an anamorphic lens, where you get a wide look without it kind of giving barrel distortion. The second lens is more like a close-up macro lens. I didn't really get it to work. I tried it with and without, and the results seemed to be the same, but I don't know, maybe I was doing something wrong. But here you can see with the close-up lens attached, and you still get infinity with the lens attached. Now in terms of extras, the first extra you probably want to get is the grip. The grip's really nice actually, it's quite premium, and I actually wore the camera on the plane because my bag was already full, and it's got a nice grip, and it's got a built-in battery, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Another thing you might want to get is the pocket printer. There's a chest strap. I was using the chest strap to do the BTS footage for lots of the Patreon videos. Another accessory you might want to look at is the power handle. It's got a built-in battery, and it works as both a handle and a tripod. So what is the verdict? What do I think of the Insta360 Ace Pro 2? Really like it. I like it more than my GoPros because of the articulating screen on the back, the flippy uppy screen thing. I love the fact that it's got the nice audio. Hopefully you're hearing me now from this audio. It's got a really nice interface with the phone, so I can easily download things straight to my phone, cut them, use them as Instagram stories or YouTube videos or whatever it is that I need to do. And I think the whole interface is much smoother than with the older kind of GoPro stuff that I've used in the past. I've not used the latest GoPro, so I can't do an exact side-by-side comparison, but I'd say from my kind of time with the Insta360, battery life is better, things just seem better made, like the clip on the bottom is better. It's got a huge variety of accessories if you get the Insta360 kit. That's what they kindly sent me to test with. And what do I think about the Leica lens? Well, I guess the photos speak for themselves. If you saw a difference in the video footage and the photos are shared in this video compared to maybe phone photos or photos with a normal action camera, if you want to call it that, let me know. Did you see a difference in the colours, in the micro contrast? Personally, I've been really happy with the results, and maybe it's because it's got a Leica lens and maybe not, I don't know. So I'm going to sell all my Leica cameras and swap it for an Insta360. Probably not, but it is very good to complement existing Leica cameras. If you need an action camera, highly recommend it. So like myself as a YouTuber, I'm probably going to start carrying this instead of a separate bigger video camera, because it just makes it so much easier, because I travel on all my flights with just this Wotan Craft 18-litre backpack for like 4 to 7 days. So I love like M cameras because they're compact. I carry a CL a lot of the time because it's super compact. So I just don't have the space to carry like a professional video camera. Having something like this, it still records the behind the scenes and gives you the footage and things you need to see without kind of filling my entire bag. So yes, final thoughts, highly recommended. And if you want to see some of the behind the scenes footage from here in Spain, check out Patreon, recorded with the Insta360. Thanks for watching, and thanks as always to my amazing patrons.